And you're welcome to it. This is the only place that we get you updated with everything event-wise that has happened over the weekend that you missed. The name is Ibrahim bin Bako. On social media is IB bin Bako. And you are welcome to the hottest, to the freshest, to the red carpet show here on this channel. And we are just going to update you with whatever you missed over the weekend event-wise. So I'm sure you just want to know what is coming up, right? Well, this is what you are to expect on the show today. Coming up on the show, the 10:30 Experience concert by Ms. V. 601 record label unveiling. Launch of the Ghana Event Industry Awards. The movie premiere titled Bako. Well, my first stop is going to be at the front back where Ms. V had the 10:30 album experience concert. Believe you me, industry persons were there, her colleagues were there, and more so, the people who came to cheer her on. It was such an experience. People turned up in their numbers for the 10:30 Experience concert at Frontback by Ms. V. Exactly at 10:30, Ms. V got on stage, and it was just an experience for everybody who was there. Her industry colleagues also turned up for the concert to show love for her. Just make mention of it, Stoneboy. Edit. Jackie. In a soul. Akwasi Japan. Bako. Efia. Just name them, and they were all there, and the love was just awesome. And this is how Tiki Benson described the 10:30 album by Ms. V.
Told us who Ms. V is. To you, as Kiki, what does this 10:30 album of Ms. V tell you? Does it reveal anything of Ms. V to you that you didn't know before?
She's reinvented herself. She's evolved. And for me, I would put my name on this album, and this is not a marketing conversation. I'm being very honest with you. I'll put my name on this album any day, anytime. I took my time to listen to the whole album yesterday when she sent it to me. And for me, in recent times, I haven't had anybody who's put so much work into an album. If this album doesn't become multi-platinum, I would be very surprised.
Is that to say that this is your best Miss V album so far?
Not just Miss V. I would dare to say my best of recent times.
What makes it the best? What makes it so?
It's a producer's album, it's a performance album, it's a consumer's album. All the elements are in place. It's a combination of what's happening now and what is to come.
Adam was excited getting on stage and knowing that he came to support a sister.
How have you seen her?
I think that she's the representation of resilience, determination, focus, and I think that 10 years is actually a new decade, and that's when you have the chance to rebirth and do new things as an artist, because then you have experience, you have confidence, you have industry network, and so I think that Miss B is about to really take off, and I'm super proud of her as an industry colleague, and also knowing the challenges that women face in this space where it's a male-dominated field. So big up to her.
Akute Japan just can't stop loving Miss V, can she?
Of the girls in the music industry right now.
I'm being honest. With singing, I think this question is very tough. Miss V is doing well. Adina is doing well. But performance side, I'm yet to see who. Where the ladies are concerned.
Are you saying Miss V because you are performing on the stage?
No, from day one. You know, my 25th anniversary, she was on board. So, and I have known Miss V, not just the anniversary time. Oyobia or Brendan Watson, she loves, she loves to be around people and listen to advice. Anything she calls me, we talk. So I think, not that because I'm here, but because the type of songs she writes. I always say that write songs that will grow, and when you die, the song will still live.
The excitement was just skyrocketing. But what did Miss V herself have to say about all these?
I actually did this at first invitation only, and then I started seeing on social media most of my fans wanted to come through, and I thought, you know what, why don't I just mix up the crowd a little bit and see what happens, and I'm really excited about the turnout.
So you see how much love she has for you guys? Yeah. You put force there to do what she didn't want to do.
No, it's what I want. You know, in the end of this year, I'm supposed to do like an actual huge concert, a free concert. So I thought that was when, you know, I would invite the whole, you know, TMV nation, you know. But I mean, they were eager to come to this one, so I just had to make it happen.
So at least you have an idea what happened over there. The excitement, the euphoria, people turning up in their numbers. Well, it looks like the 1030 album by Miss V is really going to be a good album and is going to go places. Well, that went over with. Let's now turn our focus to what happened at the conference room of Holiday Inn. So 601 unveiled their record label and also the two artists they have signed. As usual, our cameras were there. When it's about music, be sure that the industry players will turn up in their numbers. And that is what happened at the conference room at the Holiday Inn Hotel. 601 Music unveiled the record label and the two artists they've signed to the industry players here in Ghana. Kofi Sonny is the CEO for 601 Music, and he tells us how the record deal started.
We do plan and intend on just, you know, obviously unveiling new talent and really just giving Ghanaian artists a new platform and opportunity to also, you know, make an impact and achieve their dreams. As far as what it would take for us to really, I guess, connect with them, or for us to notice them, for them to get our attention.
Industry persons who were there were excited about the fact that there is a record label like this that has been unveiled to them here in Ghana, signing talent and making sure that they are getting to the next level. And they also pledged their support. Mr. Logic, who put all this together, was so excited that people could actually turn up to see the birth of a new record label and also to see to its success.
So I can't say that enough. A long time ago, before I started 601 Music, I was at Vanderbilt University back home in the States. I actually went there. I was going to pursue engineering, science, and economics, but I always had great interest in music. I was a creative by nature and also entrepreneur, by design. But it took me a long time for me to get here, and with every single step that we made towards this being possible, we acknowledge that there's been a lot of people that has been instrumental in us getting here. So again, I really want to thank my team. Now, the purpose that we are here today is very, very important. We all love the culture here, the music, the entertainment. It is the heart of Ghana. And I don't say that with small heart. So with that being said, when I had an opportunity to start my record label after being in the music industry for a long time,
If you've been following for the past 3 or 4 years, it's been going on, the awards night for the Ghana Event Industry Conference and Awards. Well, this year it was launched, and there seem to be some good promises and some new exciting things on board this year. The Ghana Event Conference and Award is an award scheme organized for event vendors. Last year's edition was just spectacular. The finesse, the pomp, the excitement, the euphoria that was built in the auditorium of the Labadi Beach Hotel. It was just an experience. The conference and award scheme for this year has been launched, and the CEO, Mrs. Kate Hassan, tells us the new things on board this year for the conference and the awards. We're here for the launch of the Ghana Event Industry Conference and Awards, and it already sounds good for this year because there are new add-ons this year. Kate, how are you doing?
I'm good. Yourself?
I am good. Well, congratulations on last year's award.
Thank you.
Well, this year, is it taking any different, or are you having anything new that you never had last year?
This year, what we have new is we've brought back the opening party. That is to ginger them for the conference and for the gala awards. And we also have new ideas on our presentation at the conference and the gala as well.
What cabin crew, pilot, uniform, kind of a thing and all that. I mean, just to believe that because of difficulties we had in the past 2 years, I mean, we are flying and all that. So the rates, they will come around and all that. The thing is that, is he giving nominees free complimentary all the time? This country, I don't know, but the thing is this. You see, that is another cost to us, but we have to bear it. Because the question is, why? I was nominated, so I should get free ticket. In this country, you can give somebody free ticket. The next thing is that you find him in graphic paying 8,000 Ghana cedis and publishing himself and enjoying the intrinsic value of the award. But you see, when you try and say, let him even bring a guest, he doesn't want to bring even his own wife and his own husband. He doesn't want to bring a family member. But that's the difficulty, that we are facing. And so we're also hoping that there'll be more sponsorships to be able to cater for these things and all that. But ordinarily...
So the cinemas are active again. Can't get to see some movie directors who are making sure that the cinemas have to get busy, people have to come there. And it was nothing less than more than 2 full theater cinemas at the Accra Silverbird Cinemas for the premiere of the movie Boga.
Charlie. What? Kojo. Obia won a position. It's a year. Be fine.
To MB and dreams. Said about me.
How are you doing, sir?
Very well, thank you.
And it's very rare for me to see elderly people like this coming to see films like this. But did you enjoy it?
Very much so, I did. It was great. It was really nice. I also liked the acting. I liked the shooting. And then I realized that you had a story to tell. And it was within a specific timing, period, and all that, which was good. You normally don't get that with Ghanaian stories. A lot of the Ghanaian stories that we see on TV, if they are doing it very well, it should go beyond the period that is being shot and shown from beginning to end.
But this is a Ghanaian film.
Well, it is. It's a
Ghanaian story.
It's a Ghanaian film, a Ghanaian story with a difference.
What is the difference here?
The difference is that you have a story to tell. And the story spanned a certain period. You got all in within that period. There were no shortcuts, no, compulsory finishing and all that, which is very good.
Would you say this is a relatable story?
It is, I would.
Do you relate to it?
Absolutely.
Have you ever found yourself in this situation before?
I used to write scripts for the stage. I started a group, something we call episodic poems. So we used to write for the Christian stage. And it was good. And this was in the 70s.
Long time ago, so I mean you can tell a good story when you see one.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for your time. But did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it. But then there's something I want to tell you.
No, tell me.
Because of the screens, because of the kinds of shooting, Ghanaians don't really enjoy Ghanaian movies. They only enjoy Ghanaian movies just for the laughter. That is why they tend more to the telenovelas.
No, now I understand why you are scared more.
Really?
Yeah, I understand you.
Okay, thank you.
Those were a lot of emotions in there.
Charlie?
Was it not draining for you guys?
Draining? No. The thing is with Jude, he gives me energy, I give him energy, so we're always pushing ourselves. So it wasn't draining, it was more uplifting.
I was watching the movie and I was like, wow, these are really intense times.
Yeah.
How were you able to get the character on like that? Did you go through any characterization?
Well, actually, before we shot the scenes that we shot, Eugene, York, myself, had a talk, rehearsals, training, trying to build characterization, understanding the whole concept, scene by scene, word by word. So honestly, a lot of work went into it. And like Eugene rightly said, both of us give energy. We complement each other because we have known, we know ourselves for way back, I think, 14 years. 14 years. And we're just doing, we're doing a Ghanaian-German collaboration workshop. And we do stage plays, we do acting, we do dancing, we do singing.
Now I understand the intense moment.
Exactly. So when both of us are put on stage, we just go crazy. And then we're cast in this movie to do this burger. It was something else.
Is this your first feature film?
This is my first international movie.
And when I was talking to you before we went in there and you told me that when they even speak to you and it's not correct, you could feel it. When I was watching, I think I felt something like that. I understood but how were you able to cope with it? Did you have someone who was taking you through the 3 lessons to pinpoint something wrong?
I had it written down in the script. I had one column was English and the other one was Cree. So I just saw what they were saying, and as I wrote it, I know what they were saying. And then I saw it in the tree, and then I feel, okay. And when there are mistakes coming, then I realized, okay, there's something wrong. But it was very seldom because people were very, very much prepared and surprised because lots of the actors and actresses thought we shoot in English. And when we saw we shoot in Tree, and we also have a bit Fanti and Gar, when the father gets angry, he goes to Gar because his anger comes out and so on. So this all comes from the actors and actresses.
Exciting to finally get to have it here at home with everyone.
Is this the first time you're seeing it ever since you worked on it?
No, we had a private screening last year, but this is my first time with people around, and yeah.
And yourself?
It was so beautiful. It was incredible. I really enjoyed it.
A lot of good feedbacks have come up tonight. Were you expecting that?
Oh yeah, certainly, because like there's such a movie really for our industry, like where it's multicultural, shot in 2 locations at the quality, shooting in Abobloshi. Like it's the first of its kind, so I was expecting that people would be appreciative.
I'm having a lot of people tell me that this is a very relatable story. They were carried along emotionally with it, and if we should have a lot of these, I mean, the movie industry is going to really bounce back. I don't know what you will say about this.
So I'm a producer, right? So it's hard for me to say there's no movie industry in Ghana because people always say that to me. There is a bubbling movie industry in Ghana. It's bustling. They make 600 movies a year, right? The problem with the movie industry is there are underserved markets, right? And the underserved markets are middle to upper class markets. It's underserved. I'll say all of the market is underserved. There are a lot of movies. The movie industry is good. Don't get me wrong. This is not the first film we made. The first film I did in Ghana was Beast of No Nation, right? And then I've done a couple of other long productions locally. This was done 5 years ago. We've done a few others after that. What we've been trying to do is add capacity in terms of the cast and the crew in Ghana to be able to go on their own and produce the same quality of films. It shouldn't just be us producing these films. It should be an industry. Everybody should produce it. The more people who produce films like this, the more money I make to sell it overseas. Yeah. So the more you have younger people coming in and learning about the film industry. This film, for example, initially they were supposed to bring about a large foreign crew. They ended up bringing only about 7 people. Everybody else was Ghanaian, right? So everybody else on the cast, the crew was Ghanaian, right? They ended up taking some crew from Ghana to go shoot in Germany. So the capacity is there. The stories are there. We just need a little bit of support. I know everybody in the industry is always asking for support. It is true, we do need some support. Once we get a little bit of support to shoot our own stories, our own films, the platforms are there. There's all the Amazons and Netflixes. They're looking for the films. They're actually begging for the films. But you have to meet a standard that everybody else in the world is meeting. That's it.
Not to say that our filmmakers are not really telling our stories. They are telling our stories. But every time there's a foreigner to shoot a movie here, it looks like people turn to love it and people turn to relate to it much, much better.
I disagree.
That is why I say not to say our films, our filmmakers are not.
I disagree. I've seen some very small Ghanaian films that are great. They're very personal, so they're not necessarily mass market driven. They're very personal. They're actually very good. Like Kukwa, for example, is a filmmaker who has some very beautiful pieces. They're not full-length features, but they're actually very good, and she's won so many awards internationally. So now we're working on her to now do her first feature and then a series after that. I've seen some stuff on DSTV, Aquaba Magic, really, really good stuff. So I wouldn't agree with you that it has to be a foreigner to come actually make the film. The technology has changed. It's more accessible to every single person. There's obviously the technology, and then there's a craft, or there's the understanding or the aesthetic of how to make films. I think there's a crop of Ghanaians who actually really get it. There was an older crop of Ghanaians, Kwanzaa, King Ampao, etc., who actually understood the craft and art of filmmaking. Then there was a loss in between that time when it was a whole video industry, and now it's here again. There's a lot of young filmmakers who are super, I mean, bar to bar, compared to anybody in the world.
Charlie. What? Kojo. Obia won a position.
It's a year. Be fine. To MB and dreams. Said about me.
What are you mama from work? I never been. I want from you. I never been. Winkwan, opinion. Winkwan.
Willst du wirklich alles machen?
Egal was du tust, tust für deine Familie.
What do you mean, boy? If you say wrong. If you say, hey, you was said here. Oga.
It's still showing at the cinemas. So if you want to see it, all you have to do is just make your way to the Silver Bear Cinemas and you will love the film. Well, you heard all that they said, right? And that will be touchdown time for me and the whole team. Yes, making sure that we give you everything that you love. Nat, thank you so very much. He's been on camera with me everywhere. And my problem, my bona fide problem, Isaac Hassan. Well, have you been watching 321? Yeah, that's my problem over there. Yeah. And we just want to say we love you. Make sure you get active and personal on our social media page. We have the red carpet on IG. And also, if you want to get up close and private and personal, it's IB Ben Bako. Make sure you are getting in tune with us. And also, get logged on this channel every week and every day of this week.